What's up, guys? This video we're going to share 7 of the most important life lessons by Andrew Tate. These are things that are absolutely crucial to be successful in life. Alright, so in this video we're going to really focus on the important life lessons Andrew Tate has talked about in the past. This is taking all the information he's put out there, severely condensing it, and giving it to you in 5 minutes. So make sure you guys pay attention to every single one of these because these are crucial in order to level up in life. Let's start with the first one, which talks about the power of discipline.
I do not need to be motivated. I'm a disciplined person. If I allocate X amount of time to work, I'm going to do it. But that is the bottom line answer. It's discipline. You're going to have to work when you don't feel like working. That's how it's going to have to be, or you're never going to be in it.
This is so important. This is something that every single successful person knows, right? Successful people, they don't rely on motivation because motivation, it comes and goes. Most of the time you're feeling somewhat neutral, not that motivated, but you're not demotivated, right? But if you're waiting around for you to be motivated, you're never really going to get anything done, right? Versus discipline is much more consistent. You can go to the gym whether you feel like it or not. You can work in your business whether you feel like it or not. Let's take cold approach pickup, right? If you're just waiting for the time you feel motivated to talk to girls, you might be going out doing cold approach several times a month. But if you have discipline, you're going to do it every single day. And that is going to separate the people who are successful from the losers. Now let's move on to the next one.
The sooner you start to panic and worry and be concerned that you're 24 or 25, you're not fucking rich yet. There's 24 and 25-year-olds out there who got a contract for fucking NBA or their parents or they won the lottery or who knows what. There's 24 and 25-year-olds out there who are multimillionaires fucking the hot models. These Instagram girls with 3 million followers, they're getting dicked by someone and it ain't you. And that needs to piss you off. You need to get concerned, you get worried, shit, I'm running out of time. You need to get some urgency in your life.
This one really resonated with me because for the last few years, especially around my birthday, that is how I've been feeling. People will tell me like, oh my God, you know, you've done so much. I look at it, I'm like, what, are you crazy? I haven't even come close to what I'm trying to accomplish. And I feel like I'm running out of time. Every time that I get 1 year older, I'm 1 year closer to death, right? So I'm running out of time. So I have this sense of urgency, which is, I think, is something that's really important to have. Too many people are just waiting. They're saying, you know what, I'll get to it next year. You know, I'll start doing this when I'm 30. You know, I have time to do it later. But then eventually you look at your life and you realize that you used all your time. So it's important to have the sense of urgency. Look, either you're going to do it now or you're never going to do it. That's how it is.
You're not going to be able to go through life avoiding pain and also becoming a man of quality. You're going to have to be that guy who's been through so much shit that he can wake up and go, this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing compared to back then. This ain't nothing compared to that time. You know, and if you're not going to be that guy, then you're going to always suffer the consequences of not being that guy. There's pain to become important and there's pain in not being important.
He's talking about the importance of resilience, which is extremely crucial. All the people who are successful have had to go through hardships in their life, and that build them up into the man they are, right? But if you have a very easy life, if everything is handed to you, the minute you experience a hardship, which you will in your journey to become successful, you're going to break down. You're not going to be able to handle it because you need to build up that muscle of resilience. So going through some hardships, through some stressors, ththrough some challenges in life is actually a good thing because it builds you up.
All these men are out here complaining that things are difficult. The reason it has value is because it's difficult. If it was easy, everyone would have it and it wouldn't have any value. The fact that it's hard to do is the reason it has a value in the first place. How are you going to complain that it's hard to be the man, but then also understand that being the man has value? They are linked. You cannot separate the two. It's a logic fail. If you love the fact, if you love the idea of being that character you dream of yourself to be, then you should love the fact it's hard to become that man, because it means no one else can do it.
He is right. All the good things in life, the things that are most admirable, the things that are most respected are very hard to achieve because otherwise everyone would have them. So if getting girls was easy, everyone would be an expert cold approach and have a hot girlfriend, except most people are not. If fitness was easy, everyone would be walking around with a six-pack. If business was easy, everyone else would be a multimillionaire, except very few people are those things because those things are very hard to achieve. What he's saying is that that's actually a good thing because if you can achieve that, very few people are going to be able to knock you off your throne.
This is how life works, right? If you even, let's take cars, you're driving at 200 miles an hour, you don't feel it. It's accelerating to 200 miles an hour that you feel. You don't feel once you're doing the speed, you feel the acceleration. It's the acceleration that's exciting. You need to feel the change in your life.
to benefit from it.
What he's saying is that it's not the destination, it's the journey along the way. And this is something all the successful people say. Hey, it's not so much having the money, it was the journey to become successful at business. Hey, it's not so much being a champion in the sport, it was a journey to do that, right? Because that's where the challenge is. So if I give you $200 million, you may think that's a good thing, but in fact, you're gonna be way more satisfied if you're able to achieve it yourself instead of just having it handed to you.
There's a huge advantage in life to being likable. That is a skill that most people should cultivate, being likable. I can actually honestly say, in the real world, the people who dislike me are people I've decided it's okay for them to dislike me. Or pure violent haters, which every man gets, right? But if I'm in a conversation with somebody and I want them to like me, I have a 100% success rate. I know how to make people like me. I know how to be a likable person.
This is another one that really resonated with me. I've been thinking about this for a while, right? For some reason, it just seems that whenever I really need something, I'm pretty good at charming people, right? So for example, I was meeting my girlfriend's parents a few weekends ago, and basically she told me she was really nervous. She said, oh my God, they hate everybody, I'm so worried. But I was never worried because I knew I could get them to like me, despite the fact that basically speak no English, right? And that is through charm, through charisma, through social skills, through empathy. Like these are things that you develop, right? And I've always, whenever I'm in a situation where I need to get something from someone, I need to turn on a charm, I'm typically able to do it. Maybe not 100% of the time, but a big percentage of the time. That's again because I've worked on developing my social skills. So developing the skill of getting people to like you is going to be very useful in your journey to becoming successful.
And last up, we have this lesson.
To learn to face your fear. I'm not saying not be afraid, because that's not brave. If you do something and you're not afraid, you're not brave. You have to be afraid and do it anyway. That's what courage is. So I'm not saying you can be as scared as you want, but you still have to go.
He's talking about the power of courage. Now, a lot of people think that being brave is just having no fear. But if you have no fear, then there's no bravery involved. Being brave is having fear and overcoming it. And that is very, very true. So when it comes to, for example, cold approach, a lot of guys think, yeah, I can't wait till I get to the point where there's no approach anxiety. Here's a fun little fact. That point never comes. I still get approach anxiety. However, what I think makes me brave and makes other people brave is they're willing to push through that anxiety. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. And eventually you get really, really good at overcoming your fears.
All right, hopefully you guys found this video valuable, and I think these are 7 crucial lessons which are essential for being successful in life. Let us know in the comments which one of these resonated the most with you, or if it's all of them, let us know as well. Show us some love by smashing the like button, hitting subscribe, click the bell for notification, and make sure to share this video with a friend or two who could benefit from learning these things. Also, make sure to check out our brand new PWF Clips channel. We're taking the highlights, the best part of debates and podcasts, and putting them on there. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.